Aggie Beever-Jones, thank you so much for joining us and for speaking to us at talkSPORT ahead of the FA Cup final. You're playing against Manchester United, the holders obviously at Wembley.
Yeah.
How much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. I think for me, I've actually not set foot on Wembley yet. I've been in the England squad a few times, but haven't had the opportunity just yet. And I think United, obviously, like you said, they're the holders at the moment. I think it'll be a really exciting game, and for us, obviously, we're looking to end the season on a high and hopefully get the third trophy.
And it was your goal against Liverpool that obviously helped Chelsea get here and get into this position. Where does that goal popping up in one of the dying minutes of the game to score a winner against Liverpool to get Chelsea through to a major final rank in terms of important goals in your career that you've scored?
Yeah, I think it's definitely up there, probably with the most important goal. I think, if I'm honest, I actually had a few chances where I could have put a goal away earlier. So I said I think the first feeling I actually felt was relief that I just was able to do it. But I'm obviously so aware that it was a team performance as well. And for me, I'm just delighted that I was able to kind of put that goal in. And yeah, to send my obviously childhood club to Wembley isn't a bad day to kind of look back on and be proud of.
I was looking at it. Chelsea haven't won this trophy since 2023, and it seems a bit of a surprise, really, considering how many trophies Chelsea have won in previous years. So how determined are the team to put their name on the trophy this year and complete a domestic treble?
Yeah, I think it's obviously the aim 100%. I think obviously at Chelsea we love winning, and like you said, we obviously didn't get there last year and haven't won it since 2023. But I think United are obviously going to be really up for it. They're obviously the holders, they're going to want to retain that, and equally we're obviously in a position where we've got two trophies and it's the final one that we can potentially win. And I know for me the FA Cup's such a historical trophy, and even Millie just said it to me now, it's the best trophy to lift. And yeah, I haven't won it yet, so hopefully it'll be a really good personal one to add to my collection, let alone an incredible one to add to the Chelsea collection too.
And the fact it is at Wembley, have you dreamt of climbing those steps and being part of a team that lifts the trophy in front of thousands of people at Wembley?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's what the dream is, obviously. And yeah, like you said, it's almost like you think of the FA Cup and you think of the walk going up, and yeah, it would be something that I think would be a really special moment, and hopefully we can deliver that on the day.
I saw your celebration with Weaker in the last round.
Yeah.
Have you guys got something up your sleeve? Have you managed to score at Wembley?
Yeah, I think we actually do. We've been saying we did obviously a celebration against Liverpool away, and we made it into a little bit of a thing, and then I think we put a bit of a curse on it. We kept saying every game, we're going to do it, and then it never happened, so we were like, we need to not talk about it. And yeah, we've got one planned if it ever comes out. Hopefully we'll save it for the FA Cup now. But yeah, me and Weeka got she's one of my best mates here, so it's obviously nice just to share a little moment with her too.
And we know how much Chelsea means to you and just how much progress you've made in such a short space of time here at Chelsea. So if you were to score at Wembley in a Chelsea shirt, how much of a pinch me moment would that kind of be for you?
Yeah, I think that would be I wouldn't even have the words to put it in, have the right words to talk about it. I think, yeah, like you said, I'm such a Chelsea fan anyway, so for me, even just putting the shirt on every day is such an honour to me, let alone getting to an FA Cup and obviously potentially having the opportunity to play. So yeah, it would mean an absolute honour to me. I think for me, I'm just hoping that we can win and put out a good performance and play some really good football.
And you guys have sewn up the league title already. What were those celebrations like when you were crowned WSL champions again?
Yeah, I think obviously for us, we all said we woke up that day not thinking that was going to be the day it happened. I think obviously the previous game before obviously dictated a lot for us. And yeah, obviously we were delighted. I think obviously we've got that unbeaten streak, but we still want to continue that, albeit we've won. We're not taking the foot off the pedal at all, and I think that shows the Chelsea mentality that no matter what happens, we're still going to play our Chelsea football. And yeah, I'm super excited for it. I can't wait, really.
And the fact that you could end this season unbeaten in the league, like we've got Arsenal legends like Ray Parlour who never get bored of talking about their success under Arsene Wenger and the glory they're still kind of held in. If you were able to write your little piece of history and go a season unbeaten in the WSL as well, how much would that mean to the team?
Yeah, I think it would mean a lot. I think obviously this year we've had a lot of change. We've got new players in, some players have left, Sonia's come in, and I think it would be such a credit to Sonia to show the work she's done. I think firstly, absolute credit to Emma. I think she put Sonia in such a great position with the players she obviously signed, and I think it would be a really good token to Sonia to show that she's been such a great coach for us, and obviously as players as well, it's nice to have that tangible success of, look, we've won 3 trophies potentially, and albeit we didn't get the Champions League this year, we've learnt from it and we can go again next year and hopefully right the wrongs. But yeah, it'd definitely be a nice takeaway to kind of look back on this season.
You mentioned Sonia there. What have you learnt from her during your time working with her so far? Because she seems like a really, really good character to kind of work for.
Yeah, I mean, firstly, I think she's a great person, and I think that always makes it easier to kind of look at someone as a coach and listen to their advice and build that relationship. I think even today she was joining in and training, putting balls in. I think you can tell how much love she has for the game, and I think it's easier to kind of have that relationship with a coach from a player who's played it and lived it themselves. But yeah, she's always said to me, Aggie, I know your qualities, I know what you're good at, and I just want you to be confident. I want you to show people what you can do. And I felt a lot of sense in what she says, and sometimes I struggle in my head when you make a mistake how to get over that mistake, and she's really helped me in that side of the mental game. Just keep going, focus on the next action and get on with it. So yeah, I'd say she's had a massive impact in my career already so far, and I'm looking forward to the next however many years I have with her.
That's really interesting to hear about the mental insight there and what she's added to you on that side of things. Do you feel like you've maybe matured more of a player than this season, or become more confident in your ability, would you say?
Yeah, 100%. I think I've matured so much the last 2 years, especially. I think obviously coming back from being on loan, you learn a lot about the game on and off the pitch, and I think it's dealing with the pressures as well. I think someone just said to me in an interview, how do you deal with the pressure that you are this goal scorer? And for me, it's never even that. It's more just I want to play good football, and I'm in a team where I have people around me who give me great service, and likewise I hopefully can add and show what I can do. And I think everything else falls into place, the goals and whatnot. But yeah, I try not to put too much pressure on myself. Sonia knows that, and I've always said to her, I want to keep my feet on the ground, I want to stay humble, and I want to keep working hard. And we've got a really good relationship, and I feel really, really comfortable in my environment, but also equally I feel like I'm constantly getting challenged every day and getting the best out of myself. So it's a very good, happy medium I've got.
You mentioned the Champions League earlier and going out to Barcelona. How much did that affect the squad? But it seems like you've already got your sights set on going better next year, and you're even more determined to potentially bring that trophy home next year.
Yeah, of course. I think obviously we were devastated with the result. I think obviously the scoreline's frustrating. You look at a game and you think, yeah, it's obviously not the Chelsea standard at all. And if I'm honest, I think absolute credit to Barcelona. I think they showed up and they were absolutely tremendous. And I think, if I'm honest, we went up to our Chelsea standard. And I think that's the takeaway we can have, that we are up against one of the best teams in Europe, and we needed to fight a bit more. But I think we will look at that. We have looked at it, and we will make progress from it. And again, obviously we get the opportunity again next year, and hopefully we can give it our all.
Let's talk about England as well, because recently scored your first goal for the Lionesses.
Yeah.
How much did that mean to you?
Yeah, looking back now, I think it obviously meant a lot to me. I think I spent obviously my loan spell at Bristol, so I know Ashton Gate really well, and obviously wasn't starting, and just thought, hopefully I'll come on. And yeah, obviously LJ had picked up a bit of a niggle, and I got the nod on at half time, and I just thought, okay, just take a minute, you've played on this pitch before, you've done it before, it's no different to any other game. And I remember a few of the girls coming up to me, Tony, Mido, going, just do you've trained well, just do the basics well. Mido actually said to me, if I'm putting a ball in, all I want you to do is just be there. So I knew I had to do that, and I think Mido put a great ball in, and I just put it away. And I remember me and Neve, obviously she's one of my best mates, and she put an arm around me and just said, I'm so proud of you. And I was like, stop, you're going to make me cry. So we had a bit of a cute moment. But as soon as the game ended, she was like, you could have had 2 more, why didn't you score? So obviously she's one of my best mates, but obviously still wants the best for me. But yeah, it was an absolute dream come true, and obviously to open up my England account is always going to be a nice thing, and to do it at a stadium, which meant a lot to me anyway, it was a really, really special day.
So you see the ball hit the back of the net, what goes through your mind?
I just think, I don't know why, I just thought, was I offside? Is it actually real? Is someone playing a prank? I don't know, it was just more that kind of feeling. And then I just remember running to Mido, because I thought, I need to thank you for putting that ball in. And I remember Kira coming up to me and just slapping my head going, Aggie, and whatnot. So I had really a great bunch of girls around me. And obviously, for me, we had so many Chelsea players in the squad at England, so it feels like home to me still anyway. Do you know what I mean? I have people around me who I see every day, and it was just so nice to have even Millie come up to me and say, I remember you as a 16-year-old coming into this environment, and you've just scored for England. and you kind of have moments where you're just a bit like, yeah, wow, that is crazy. But for me, I'm hungry for more. I still want to keep going.
And I saw an interview you did post-match after that game, and you said that you swapped your shirt that you scored in,
yeah.
and you were trying to, you might think about trying to get it back. Did you? Have you got it back?
Yeah, I got it back, luckily. So the girl I actually swapped it with, I know her really well. We went to the Euros together when we were younger. And I said to her, obviously we were lucky we were playing them again. So I said to her, can I give you the other shirt and I'll get that one back? And she was like, I thought you might say this. But yeah, I would think I was just so like overwhelmed with everything that I didn't even think about keeping the shirt. But yeah, I've got it back. So at least get it framed. That's probably the next step. And yeah, but I did get it back.
Where's it going to go at home when you do manage to get it framed? Have you scouted out a little place for it?
Yeah, I don't know. I only got my debut shirt framed the other day, and I still have yet to put it somewhere. It's just sitting in the bottom of my room at the moment. But yeah, hopefully I'll find a nice little place and put them next to each other.
And lastly then, looking ahead to this summer, Euros on the horizon, how determined are you to potentially be a part of that squad that goes over there this summer and represents England?
Yeah, I think for me it's obviously the dream. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. But yeah, as a footballer myself and my mentality, I always just try to focus on what's coming up next. And I think for me, I'm looking at the next few weeks going, we've got 2 weeks left of the season. I want to give it my all, and hopefully I'm making Sonia happy and obviously Serena happy, and can hopefully put myself in the best position for her to make a decision. But yeah, I'm just taking it day by day and focusing on what I need to work on, and hopefully making the right people happy. And yeah, who knows.
Well, Aggie, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure watching you play once again this season, and best of luck this weekend and this summer hopefully as well.